It's time to get this party started. Y'all hold on 1 second, and we're gonna get it popping. Man, act like you know it's time for another episode of the Foolish Show podcast. I am your host, F to the Ish, Foolish, representing reality music, entertainment. That's the movement. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Check me out every Fridays on the radio, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can go to socialradio.com and the block105radio.com. We're going to have another great podcast tonight, y'all. Y'all know how I give it to you real. We talk that real talk, that reality talk. Because, you know, life is real. I feed your mind, body, and soul. We're going to get everybody a chance to come on in. And we're going to get another powerful podcast going tonight. Hope y'all having a great week. All good vibes. Nothing but blessings coming your way. Let me make sure everything is locked and loaded. And we're going to get this party started, folks. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Make sure we keep that content going. Shout out to all everybody that be supporting, man, and tuning in to the podcast. I appreciate all the love and support. Nothing but good vibes. Y'all come on in because we're going to get it popping tonight. Y'all know I feed your mind, body, and soul. The live chat is always open. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Tonight's topic, when dating a person, is the other person required to do things for that person? If you dating somebody, does that person have to do stuff for you? Now, this should be interesting. Now, remember, y'all not married. You just dating. Is a person obligated to do something? Because when you're married, that's a whole different story. When you're married, it's a commitment. Y'all don't sign the papers. And the man supposed to be the head of the house and take care of the house. But what if you just dating? Is it that person that you dating? Is it that man's job or the woman job to make sure you're happy? To take care of all the finances? What y'all think? Is a person obligated to take care of, do something for a person if they only dating? If you just boyfriend and girlfriend, is it your boyfriend or your girlfriend responsibility to give you everything you need? Remember, dating and marriage is two different things. When you're married, that's a full-blown commitment. You don't put it on paper. Dating, anybody can walk away at any given time. That person can say, I don't want them. You can say, I don't want her. Anybody can walk away at any given time when you date. But marriage, that's a whole different story. Now you don't put it on paper. Now you got a license and a certificate. So y'all let me know what you think. Is a person that's dating somebody obligated to take care of them? I say no, because you're not married. Now, if you want to do something for that person, for the kindness of your heart, because you like them, cool. But I don't think nobody is obligated to do anything if that's not their wife or their husband. Now, you have some people say, well, to be with me, you gotta do something for me. See, the thing is, you don't want to run people away. Some people might get offended by that. If somebody's just meeting you and you try to throw all their problems on your plate, that might scare and run a lot of people away. You don't want to run everybody away. that you meet by being too aggressive and expecting too much too fast. If a person wants to do something, let him do it. But when you demand it, a lot of people, that's a turn off. A lot of people think you trying to play them, you're trying to use them. So tonight's topic, if you're dating a person, is that person obligated to look out for you, to do stuff for you? Is it a job when you're hungry to feed you? Is it a job if you ain't got no gas to make sure you have gas? Y'all just dating. You're not married. So I said, unless y'all married, nobody don't have to do anything. If they want to do it, if they got a kind heart and they really care and want to look out for you, cool. But obligated? No. Because you had a whole entire life going before you met that person. You was eating just fine. You was getting gas and everything else before you said we boyfriend and girlfriend. Fun Dad says no. Y'all jump in with y'all comments. Are you obligated to do anything for somebody if y'all date? If y'all just date? Fun Dad says it's you because you are. See, if somebody want to do something, that's fine, that's cool. They want to do it out of the kindness of their heart. But you can't demand it. Especially when you're just meeting that person. What if you just started dating a week or two, and then that person say, hey, baby, listen, since you my boyfriend, I need $2,000 on this new car. And since you my boyfriend, I want you to pay all my debts off. See, that's unfair. Fun Dad says, you do you. I agree. Some people might feel like, hey, this is my girlfriend. I want to look out for her. I want to spoil her. Some people be like, hey, man, hold on. Pump the brakes. Time out. Hold on. We just getting started. We just met. Fun Dad says, they be dating. So are you obligated to do anything for a person if y'all just dating and you're not married? Are you obligated to take care of them? Are you obligated to give them money if they don't have none? A lot of people feel like if you talk to me, you should be doing something for me. And I say a real person will stand on their own 2 feet, because you don't want to depend on no man or no woman for nothing. At the end of the day, you got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, because you all you got in this world. Only thing you got is God and you. Them are 2 things you can depend on. You can't depend on everybody else. So putting all your hopes and dreams into somebody, you'll be disappointed. If you're sitting around and waiting for people to take care of you and you grown. It's nothing like having your own, because when you have your own, can't nobody pull your strings. Can't nobody call the shots. See, when you let people pull your strings, you become a puppet. So if you let your man or your woman do all this stuff, after a while, they're going to feel like, I owe you. So you shouldn't even want people to take care of you, because then they're going to feel like they owe you. They're going to always throw it in your face. They're going to hang it over your head. You wouldn't have this if that wasn't for me. If I ain't give you no money, you wouldn't have that car. If I ain't pay your bills, you would be broke and homeless. You want somebody to continue to throw that in your face? You meet a dude and he buy you everything and y'all break up. Then he cuss you out and tell you how broke you is and how much he did for you. So nobody's obligated or have to do anything for nobody if you're not married. Now, if you're married, you should do things for your husband and your wife because y'all married. That's a real commitment with a certificate. Now, when you just dating, anybody can just walk away. You can wake up at any given time and just walk away. Damn, my thing did. We had a little difficulties, y'all. But we should be back up and running right now. We live right now on the Foolish Show. Live stream had a little technical difficulties, y'all. Y'all know how I go with this technology. But we should be back on and popping. But tonight's topic, y'all, we talking about when dating, are you obligated to do something for that person that you dating? Y'all not married, you just dating. So is that person really obligated to do something for that person? Is it mandatory? Should they give them money? Should they buy them stuff? Or it shouldn't matter at that time until you get married. You know, a lot of people say, if you love me, you like me, then show me. See, people can buy you stuff. That don't mean they like you. So what is they really showing you? Just because I buy you gifts, don't mean I'm madly in love with you. I could be just being nice. It could be all a part of the game. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So is it mandatory for a person that you dating to do stuff for you? Y'all not married, so it's not wife and husband. It's girlfriend and boyfriend. And we know girlfriend and boyfriend can end at any given time. Any given time, somebody can say, I don't want you no more and walk away. Marriage, it's more complicated. You got to file for divorce. You got to go to court, all this other stuff. But boyfriend and girlfriend, anybody can wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't want this no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. And just get up and go. So if you give them all this stuff and did all this stuff for them, and all of a sudden they get up and walk away, where that leaves you? Looking crazy. You're going to be looking real crazy. They done took all your stuff and ran. They done took all your money and everything else. Now they say, I don't want you no more. So you got to be careful before you put all your eggs in one basket. You got to know what kind of person you're dealing with. If you're going to go all the way out for this person, make sure that they deserve it and it's not going to take advantage of it. If you do decide to do things for this person that you're dating, make sure they're going to be appreciated. They're going to appreciate it. They tell you thank you. Show gratitude. I ain't say they owe you. I ain't say you can hold that over their head. But at least be thankful. Y'all understand what I'm telling you? So tonight's topic, when dating a person, is it mandatory for that person to do something for you? I say no. Because at the end of the day, everybody grown. You shouldn't expect nobody to do nothing for you. At the end of the day, you all you got in this world. You can't sit around and wait for another human being to take care of all your problems. Life don't work like that. You came on this earth by yourself and you're going to die by yourself. So you don't depend on no other human being for nothing. You depend on God. If you got problems, take it to God, because human beings, they just human like you. They don't have superpower. They ain't got all the answers. So if he is going through stuff, take it to God. But nobody have to, or it's mandatory for them to do anything for anybody. Even if y'all courting, y'all dating, whatever you want to call it. Because that can end at any minute. It's just like a fling. A fling is just what it is. It's just like something that just like this. When you first meet a person, you go to wine and dine them, and you do things that you know you can't keep up with, and that person going to expect for you to keep doing it. The old folks used to always tell me, don't start nothing that you can't finish. So the first night you taking her to Roof Chris, then she getting mad now because y'all going to Chili's. Because y'all in TGI Friday. She don't want no McDonald's. She don't want no Wendy's. But you don't spoil them. Ladies, you can meet a man and, oh, this is my boyfriend, and you start buying him $500 suits. Then when you buy him a little outfit that costs $50, he gonna look at you crazy like that. That's it. That's it. So when you give people too much too early, you could be setting yourself up. Just make sure that person deserves it. Ain't nothing wrong with doing nice things for people, but it ain't mandatory. Y'all ain't bored. If y'all only boyfriend and girlfriend, nobody still have to do nothing for nobody. Everybody is grown. You can't depend on that person to eat or survive and all this other stuff, because that person can walk away at any given time. Y'all have no ties together. Y'all not in a marriage. You're just dating. And you know you can break up at any given moment. All you gotta do is say, I don't want you no more. When you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, all somebody gotta do is say, I don't want this no more. And it's over. So if you do all this stuff and buy all these gifts and go over the top, what if that person just all of a sudden just don't entertain you no more? Stop answering your phone call. Avoid your text. You're going to be feeling some type of way. That's why you got to be careful before you get so wrapped up into somebody and doing all this stuff for them, especially when y'all just meeting. Now, if you see what kind of person they is, and you see that the person needs a little help, and you want to help them from the kindness of your heart, cool. But you got to be careful, because a lot of people take advantage of you. They'll take advantage of your niceness and the situation. Oh, y'all listen to what I'm telling you. So it's not mandatory for nobody to do nothing. If somebody want to do something, cool. But don't make nobody feel like they have to do anything. Because when you're grown, you got to get out here and make something shake. You can't expect the whole world to just come cater to you. You can't expect somebody just walking in your life to just wipe away all your problems. Or you want to put all your problems, all your bills, all your burdens on their plate and say, here, you my girlfriend, you my boyfriend, you supposed to help me. That's not fair, because you had all that going on before these people was in the picture. You had that going on in your life before you met that person. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? So that's why I say no. It's not mandatory if you're dating to do something for somebody, because y'all not married. Nobody's obligated. If they want to do something from the kindness of their heart, cool. But nobody's obligated to do nothing. Because you do all this stuff too fast, some people use you. Or they'll take all you got and run with it and leave you high and dry. Say, I found somebody else. Or I don't think this gonna work. Or you really ain't my type. So you better be careful doing all this stuff when you first meeting people and you first getting into a relationship. Don't start nothing that you know you can't finish. If you know you can't keep up with it, you better not start it. Because those people are going to always expect it. As soon as you say no, they're going to be looking at you crazy. Like, I can't believe you told me no. Because you spoiled them. Since you met them, you was giving them everything they wanted. Now they're so spoiled till they become ungrateful. So take your time before you put all your eggs in one basket. Before you go all the way out. Know what you're getting yourself into and who you're talking to. Is that person even worth it? Is that person worth all the trouble? You got to know who you're dealing with. You got to make sure that person is not a user, not a scammer. You could meet a dude and he act like he like you so much, but he just talking to you because you got a car in the house. You got somewhere he can lay his head and he feel like he got a vehicle that he can drive around. So he fill your head up with all this stuff. Make you think, baby, I care about you. I'm in love with you. You my girl. Just so you can give them everything they want. Do y'all understand? I'm not even going to entertain this comment, y'all. Because some people be bitter. But I love y'all though. Some people ain't got no life. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody can't get foolish attention in time. Sorry. So y'all say a prayer for the young lady in the live chat. Down there. Because she ain't got nothing else to do. But back to what we were saying. Don't expect a person that you don't know to do nothing for you because they ain't obligated. They don't have to. They don't have to. You're not their child or nothing else. So nobody has to do nothing for nobody. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? Because you know, you meet certain people, they be like, oh, you want to talk to me? You got to have this. You got to have that. Well, maybe I don't need to talk to you. If I need to have all this to talk to you, I don't need to talk to you. Because why? What I got is affecting everything. Tell me that. You don't base everything on what I got. Once we agree to come together, then we go in half and half and we build our foundation together. We build an empire. But don't put everything on me and say what I got to do and what I got to have. It takes two in a relationship. So don't put that burden on somebody, especially when y'all just meeting and when y'all just dating. Don't put that burden on nobody. You don't want to go through that. Because then you end up being used and abused. You end up being used and taken advantage of. Then you be looking crazy saying, why this happened to me? Why is this happening to me? But sometimes we got to look at ourselves because you was the fool. You the one did all this. You let those people use you. You let those people take advantage of you. Now you look like a fool. Now you're regretting it. Because you don't let somebody take advantage of you. So before you go all the way out for a person, make sure they're worth it. Make sure they got a good heart. See what they built on. See what they made of. And nobody's obligated and mandatory to do nothing for nobody. Especially when you're grown. When you're grown, everybody should be able to fend for themselves. You shouldn't be looking around. You're not a child. You're not a kid. You shouldn't be looking for nobody to take care of you, whether you're a grown woman or a grown man. Ain't nobody obligated to do nothing. If they want to do it, cool. But it's not mandatory. If somebody want to buy you a gift and y'all dating a little bit, cool. If they want to pay your phone bill every now and then, cool. If they want to buy you a wig every now and then, cool. But you can't say every time, you my boyfriend, you supposed to buy me this. That ain't fair. Because how you was getting all that stuff before you met that person? Now you want to put all that stuff on that person. Come on now. You was getting your hair done before you met him. You was eating food just fine before you met him. So don't act like now everybody's obligated to do stuff for you. If they want to, cool. But if y'all not married, don't nobody have to do nothing. Now, if that's your wife, of course you should look out for your wife. That's your husband, of course you should look out for your husband if you can. But if y'all just dating, man, anybody can walk away at any given time. So you put all your eggs in that basket and you end up looking crazy. So you got to make sure first is that person worth it. Is that person trying to use you, take advantage of you? There's a lot of things you got to think about. So ain't nobody obligated to do nothing for nobody. If they want to do something, cool. But you can't make it seem like it's mandatory. Just because somebody talking to you that they got to take care of you. That sounds crazy to me. Because as a grown person, shouldn't nobody have to take care of you. Even if y'all coating, dating, or whatever you want to call it. Sneaky linking, whatever y'all doing. Ain't nobody obligated to do anything. Because everybody was living their life before they met each other. Everybody was doing them before y'all even met. So before you even go all the way out, you got to see what you're getting yourself into. What kind of person you dating? What kind of heart they got? Where they mind at? Is they trying to take advantage of you? Is they trying to use you? What do this person want from you? Is they just playing games with you? Or as they say, is they just spitting game and filling your head up? So before you go all the way out for a person, you need to know what kind of person you're dealing with. When you first meet this person, you got to do a lot of research. You got to sit back and evaluate who you're dealing with. What kind of person are you talking to? Are they known for being a user? Are they known for breaking people's hearts? Even though people can change, but you got to look at the pattern. A lot of times the pattern don't lie. If you got a pattern and a track record of certain things, it'll come to the head. As they say, everything in the dark, it will come to the light. The truth will always show. Texas Repo checking in, man. I appreciate you. Texas Repo says, I'm obligated to take care of my wife if she's ill. I took an oath in our wedding day. See, let me put that up there. See what Texas Repo is saying? I get that. When you married, you took that oath. You said those vows. To death do y'all part. Y'all supposed to hold each other down forever while you're living. But see, people now, they want all that just from boyfriend and girlfriend. And that's not no real commitment. You can't expect that person to do all this stuff when y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend. You're not married. See, Texas Repo, he would lay it on the line because that's his wife. He took those vows. He put it on paper. So as a man and to God, he's obligated to be a man and take care of that household. But when you're just talking, dating, anybody can get up at any given time and say, I don't want this no more. You don't turn me on. I don't find you attractive. They can just get up and go. They can go to your number and hit block and block you. They can block you off their social media and not contact you no more. So Texas Repo, I understand what you're saying because you have a wife and you're married. It is your obligation and your duty to take care of your wife and your household. But when you're just dating someone, that's different. You can't expect that person to do all that stuff when y'all just dating. If y'all want all that stuff, then you got to take it to the next level. Then you got to go get married. Now, when you become wife or husband, now all that stuff you want, I understand. Because that comes along with being married. That comes along with that commitment. So if you ask me, when you dating somebody, you don't have to do nothing. I know it's a lot of people out there, you can't talk to me and don't do that. If you don't spend no money, you not gonna talk to me. You would never date me. That's your right to live how you want to live. What I'm saying is, nobody is mandatory obligated to do nothing for nobody. It's not no law. It's not in no Bible that says every woman or every dude you meet, you got to take care of. It ain't no scripture in the Bible that says take care of your girlfriend. It says take care of the house and your wife. It don't say nothing about take care of your girlfriend. It don't say nothing about spoiling your side chicks. It don't say nothing about taking your sneaky links shopping. Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? But Texas Repo, shout out to you, man, and shout out to your wife, and I wish y'all nothing but the best and nothing but blessings. But you got to hold it down for that person, man. And when you date, that's like a test drive. You in the car, you test driving it, you trying to see if you really want to buy it or not. When you dating that person, you trying to get a feel for if you think this person is the one. So you're supposed to be dating and try to see if this person has the potential to be your wife, your husband. So it's like a test drive. When you test driving, you don't want to give the people all the money and say, here. Before you give the people your money, you want to take it around the block a few times. Before you put that money down on that down payment on that house, you want to walk in it and walk around. You want to look at the inside. You want to look at the ceiling, the roof, the floors. You want to go walk around and look how the doors is. Does the AC work? So you got to do some investigating in the beginning before you jump into anything. That's including the relationship. So in the beginning, you shouldn't be putting all your cards in one basket when you don't know what you're really dealing with. And if you goo gaga like that, most of the time it's not love, it's lust. Because you're lusting at what you're looking at. You're looking at the outside. So your mind telling you in love, but it's lust. You in love with what you see. You're not in love with that person because you don't really know that person enough to really be madly in love with them. You're just in love with how they look. Or you might be in love with their body parts. See, love and lust is two different things. Both of them start with the letter L. Lusting, you just craving for it. True love, you'll know that because that's different. When you're really in love with somebody, that feeling is going to be different. Every time that person is around you, you're going to get that funny feeling. That person going to make you feel a certain way. That's when you know you found true love. When they're not around and you think about them all the time and you can't wait for them to call you, you can't wait to see them, they give you butterflies, you in love. But don't confuse love and lust. It's two different things. A lot of us, we just lust because we like what we see. You think that person is hot. But you don't know how that person is on the inside. You don't know how that person is built on the inside. But get back to tonight's topic. When dating a person, is that person obligated to do stuff for you? If you just start dating someone, should that person make sure you eat all the time? Should that person be the one to pay your bills? Should that person be the one to make sure your phone is always on? Should that person always keep your gas tank on full? I say no. Because you're not married. If you're not married, ain't nobody obligated to do nothing. If they want to do it at the kindness of their heart, then cool. Because when you're not married, everybody's just dipping and dabbing. So you're going to go all the way out and you're going to spoil this person that you're dipping and dabbing with. And what if it don't last? What if you meet this person and take them shopping and spend $2,000 on that person, and the next week they stop talking to you? The next week they avoid all your phone calls. They send you to the voicemail. They don't reply to no more text messages. Now what? You looking like Boo Boo the Fool. That's why I say, no, it's not mandatory for nobody to do nothing for nobody. Yes, that might be your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That's the title that you want to give them. But y'all not married. You can't expect no other human being to be obligated to do nothing for you. If they want to do it, cool. If they want to help out, if they want to help you out in certain situations, cool. But if you don't, you can't be, oh, you're not a good boyfriend. You're not a good girlfriend because you won't give me $2,000 to buy me a new car. Y'all just dating. You're not married. It's a difference. Marriage is serious. Marriage is a commitment. When you just dating, anybody can take that stuff and run. When you just dating somebody and you spend all this money, they can take all that and just go at any given time and say, you know what, I'm done now. I don't want to talk to you no more. Leave me alone. You're not my type. So ain't nobody obligated to do nothing unless they want to. Unless they want to do it out of the kindness of their heart. But y'all jump in the live chat. Give me y'all opinion. If somebody is dating someone, is it mandatory for them to do stuff for them? Because I know a lot of ladies be like, hey, you not gonna talk to me if you can't do nothing for me. Like, that's not the way to be. First of all, what if you meeting this person, they just trying to get back on their feet? They could have just lost their job. Maybe they can't really do that for you at that time. What if they're on hard times and bad luck right then? Well, you don't deserve to talk to me then if you ain't got nothing. I don't talk to broke boys. We all was broke at some point. We all have our days where our account says zero. Everybody done had them days where you don't got them overdraft fees. So we all done been there. Come on now. Let's be for real here. If we're going to be real, let's be real. That's not real, man. That's not fair. Because if us men, if I be like, man, I got this chick that I'm talking to is my girlfriend. I don't care, but I know one thing. I want them Jordans, and I want me a new Cuban link, and she better give it to me, and she got to give it to me because she my girlfriend. Nah, that ain't how that work. That ain't my wife. If I want that Cuban link or whatever else I want, I'm going to go buy it myself. I'm going to go get it. If I ain't got the money, I'm going to save up for it. But I'm not going to put that on the person and tell me, oh, you my girlfriend, you my boyfriend. Y'all are not married. You mess around and do all this stuff with them people that you're not married to, and them people going to take your stuff and run. People will use you and walk away. They will leave you broke and walk away. Y'all don't even start dating good. Soon as you meet them, and they just, because that's not love. True love you can't buy. You tell me what store you can go in, and I can get a package, and I can take it to the cash register, and they got true love in it. And it's real love that we can just open up and buy. True love, you can't buy that. You know why you can't buy it? Because true love comes from the heart. When you really love somebody, all those emotions and feelings will come from the heart. When they do something for you, you're going to know it's love because it's coming from the heart. True love don't come from your bank account. It don't come from a check. It don't come from Benjamin Franklin. That's fake love. If I can buy your love, it's fake. The most valuable love cannot be brought. It don't have no barcode on it. It don't come wrapped up in no package. True love comes within. So don't stop thinking that this person loves me because they buy me all this. I could buy you all this stuff and still use and abuse you. Still cheat on you. And have 50 other women on the side. But still giving you gifts, her gifts, her gifts, her gifts, her. That don't mean I love you. So don't get confused what love is. Stop getting love twisted for lust. A lot of times we just lusted. We lusted. And we get so caught up in what we see that we'll do anything. A lot of men, they quick to try to pay a woman for their time and attention or to get between their legs. Because they lusting for it. Love ain't nowhere in the equation. A lot of women just get into bed with the man and get their fee and keep moving. They ain't thinking about no love. They're making them a few dollars, 30 minutes to an hour, and they gone. So lust is not love. Two different things, folks. But back to the subject. Is a person obligated to take care of a person or do something for a person if they dating? I say no. Because you're not married. Now, if you're married, it's your husband's duty to take care of the household. He should be handling the bills and making sure there's food on the table as a man. But that's a husband. I didn't say boyfriend. You can't look at your boyfriend and say, you boyfriend, you my boyfriend. You supposed to be doing all this. No, he's just a boyfriend. A boy friend. Not a husband. He's just a boy friend. A girl friend. They're not obligated to do nothing because they just a boy friend or a girl friend. Do y'all get what I'm trying to tell you? They just a friend. A friend don't have to do nothing. A good friend will look out. But it's not mandatory. A lot of people won't date nobody if they don't do nothing for them. But that's be the main people that's going to be always looking and always saying, I'm single and not happy. Because you're not looking for love. You're looking for the people that can do the most for you. Stop getting love and all that other stuff mixed up together. Stop thinking love goes hand in hand with money, because it don't. How did those people way back in the caveman days, how did they love each other? There wasn't no money existed then. How did Adam and Eve love each other? There wasn't no money in that here. We don't lost the concept of true love. And we base everything on money. Hey, he can't do this for me. He can't be my man. You got somebody able to do something for you don't mean they're going to truly love you. They just buying you stuff. That's materialistic stuff. If you're a real woman or a real man, you're not going to put a price tag on yourself anyway. I can't be brought. Ain't no woman. A woman can't come up to me and say, I got $5 million if you'll marry me. I'm still going to tell her, hell no. I'm not going to marry her for no money. Tell you, keep your money. If I already know you ain't my type, we're not going to vibe. We're not going to connect. I'm telling you, keep your money. I don't want it. Can't buy my love. She could be telling me, I take you shopping every weekend. I say, so I don't care. I don't want it. Like, you got to have high standards for yourself. So when you're dealing with somebody, don't put a price tag on yourself. Your value is in here. Your heart is your true value. Your heart shows your true colors. Your heart shows what you're truly made of. See, this out here can be deceiving because we can put a disguise on. You can put shades on. Y'all can put lashes on. Y'all can put all that makeup on. I can wear a cap with fake dreads. All this here, we can put a disguise on. You can't disguise your heart. You can't hide your true colors. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you tonight? Nobody is obligated to do anything for nobody, especially when you're not married. If you're a grown person, whether you're a woman or man, you got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Especially if you got kids. You got kids, you can't sit around and wait for another man to come take care of you and your kids. That's crazy. That's nonsense. As a man, you shouldn't be a grown man talking about, I got to find me a good woman who's going to spoil me. You're a grown man. Go out there and get it. Waiting around for a woman. You crazy? No grown person should be waiting on no grown person to take care of them. They're not obligated to. Especially in this day and age, the time that we living in, people barely making it. Somebody taking care of somebody. They barely keeping food in the fridge. Somebody taking care of somebody. Think about it. People barely making it right now. Talking about taking care of another person. It's already hard out here. So nobody is obligated to do nothing for nobody if they don't want to. Now, if they want to, out of the kindness of their heart, cool. If you meet somebody and they're your girlfriend or boyfriend and you in the bind and they say, babe, I got it, I give it to you, or I help you out, cool. That's what friends are for. Remember, that's your girlfriend. That's your boyfriend. Not husband, not wife. Those are 2 different standards. A standard for a wife and a girlfriend is different. A standard for a husband and a boyfriend is different. A husband is obligated to take care of his wife. A boyfriend is not obligated to take care of nobody. Y'all just mingling. You just dating. It's not really official. It's not no commitment. It's not no marriage. Even if y'all dating for a few years, anybody can still pack up at any given time and walk away. It's not certified. Are y'all listening to what I'm telling you? So tonight's topic, is it mandatory when dating somebody for you to be obligated to do stuff for them? If you meet a young lady and after a month you say, okay, this is my girlfriend. And then she say, okay, well, you my boyfriend now. You got to pay all my bills. You my boyfriend now. You better give me $300 for this wig. You my boyfriend now. You got to take my kids shopping. So I think it's levels. Now you're taking it way to another level. Because that's not your husband. That's just your boyfriend. Oh, y'all get what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, man. We're going to go about another 10 more minutes. Then we're going to end this positive, powerful podcast, man. Y'all know how I do. I feed your mind, body, and soul. I don't come on here to gossip. We talk about real life stuff. I try to feed your mind, body, and soul. This is where you come and get that real good soul food. All you got to do is sit down and digest everything that you hear. Just take it in. Make sure y'all subscribe to this YouTube channel if you ain't already. Reality Music Entertainment, that's my YouTube channel. Get ready because we got a lot of stuff coming up. I got a lot of stuff in the works. Got a new mixtape dropping soon. Shout out to DJ Mad Lurk from Texas. We working on a dope project. I got a lot of stuff in the kitchen cooking, y'all. Make sure y'all check out the official Reality Music Entertainment. You see I got it around my neck. RME. Let me let y'all see it good. Reality Music Entertainment. That is the movement. If you want the official merchandise, you want your RME shirt, hat, hoodie, go to teespring.com/realitycreator. Go ahead and place your order because we got 30% off on all merchandise. Just put in the special code reality. 30% off all my merchandise, man. Y'all know what the movement is. RME. Reality Music Entertainment. That is the movement, folks. And don't forget. But tonight, we talked about, is a person obligated to take care of another person if they date? If somebody just dating them and y'all not in a committed, full relationship, far as in marriage, nobody has to do nothing. Now, it'd be cool if they got a good heart and they see you need help and they help you. And if they want to do that, cool. But it's not mandatory. The Bible says a man should take care of his household and his wife, not girlfriend. Two different things. Girlfriend and wife is two different things. Boyfriend and husband, those are two different things, folks. You can't treat your girlfriend like a wife, because that ain't your wife. You can't treat a boyfriend like your husband, because that's not your boyfriend. That's not your husband. That's just your boyfriend. At any given time, y'all can get tired of each other and walk away. Y'all don't have no commitment on paper. It ain't certified until you put it on the dotted line. At any given time, he can say, man, don't call me no more. I'm done with you. You can tell him, leave me alone. I don't want you. I found somebody better. I found somebody that looked better. He got more money than you. Any given time, a person can do that. So ain't nobody obligated to do nothing for nobody. If they want to do something, cool. But it's not mandatory. It might be mandatory to you. You might want it that way. Now, a person's just going to either go along with it or they're going to tell you where to go. That's simple. If you meet a person, you tell them, well, to talk to me, you got to do this and you got to do that. Either they're going to do it for you or they're going to say, go find somebody else. But can't nobody force them to do it. It's not mandatory. If they want to do it, fine. But it's not mandatory. So when you meet a person, don't think that they have to do something for you. You can't talk to me if you can't do nothing for me. If you can't help me with my situation. That person ain't put you in that situation. You had all that drama, all that stuff going on before that person even came around. Now you want that person to be Jesus or God and come fix all your problems. When they just a human being. You can't take your burdens, your stress, and put it on everybody else. Then get mad if they don't help you. If they don't have the power to take away all your pain. If they can't take away your stress, you mad and calling them names and you cussing them out. I'm going to find me somebody else. What is you good for? You can't pay my bill. Can't be mad at the next person for something that you can't do. You can't do it. So how you going to get mad at the next person? If you wasn't eating before you met that person. Now you're going to make it seem like it's that person's fault because you can't go get no food? Then you want to use that title of a boyfriend or a girlfriend? You my boyfriend. You my girlfriend. You supposed to do that. You my girlfriend. Nah, that's not your wife, homie. She don't supposed to do wife stuff. She's just a girlfriend. Y'all not married. Y'all have to understand the difference. Boyfriend and girlfriend is not husband and wife. So unless y'all married, nobody has to do nothing. If they want to do it, then cool. Because a lot of times people get screwed like that. You don't be married to this person, you do all this stuff for them and their kids, and they end up giving you their behind the kids. Or they end up turning their back on you. Or they end up being ungrateful. Or they end up using you. Having you looking stupid. And you done did all this for this person. They decide to up and leave. Y'all don't even get to the point of marriage. They come to the point where they think they can get something more out of somebody else, or they think somebody else look better, or somebody else is better in the bedroom. They can pack up and go at any given time. So you gotta be careful who you go all the way out for and spoil and wine and dine. Is that person ain't even worth it in the first place? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Is it worth it? Know who you're dealing with, folks. If you have all your stuff together, it don't matter if that person's doing it or not, because you're going to get it regardless. You're not sitting around depending on nobody. If your bills are already paid, it don't matter if you got a boyfriend or girlfriend. You're going to eat and your bills going to be paid. It ain't based on who comes along, what man or what woman pops into your life. You make sure you're going to eat. That's how it's supposed to be. Not you sit around and wait for somebody to come scoop you off your feet and take all your problems away. And swipe their card every day. That's not how life's supposed to work. We don't forget about true love and companionship. It's more than a dollar. It's more than what somebody can swipe their card for. It's more than the bill they can pay for you. It's a lot of women that get all their bills paid and still cry every night. Still be unhappy and lonely and miserable and getting all their bills paid. That don't guarantee you happiness. If you want true happiness, you got to find somebody that really loves you and care about you. All that other stuff is a plus. If they got a little cash, that's a plus. But you got to find somebody that truly cares about you. That's sincere. Or you go digging in your pockets and going all the way out for this person and you barely even know them. Well, that's my girlfriend. I'll give her whatever she wants. Then you catch her cheating. Then you want everything back. Give me my bracelet. Give me this. Give me that. Everything I brought you, I want it back. You trifling. That's why you got to be careful. Got to be careful before you do all that. You better know who you dealing with. What you dealing with. Sharia Thornton, I see you checking in. Tonight's topic, is a person obligated to take care of a person if they dating? I say no, because you're not married. If you're not married, it ain't mandatory for nobody to do nothing for you. If they want to, out of their kindness, their heart, cool. But nobody don't owe you nothing, especially when you're grown. What if you never get a boyfriend, never get a girlfriend? Then what? You gonna sit around forever waiting on somebody to come take care of you? You gonna sit around forever waiting on your bills to get paid? You gonna sit around forever and starve till somebody come along and buy you food? That sounds crazy to me. That sounds like a bunch of nonsense. That don't make sense to me. That's why I say no. Ain't nobody obligated to do nothing for nobody. Y'all just dating. Because y'all can stop dating at any given time. Now you don't give this person all this stuff. And y'all ain't even wife and husband. You don't did all this stuff. Now y'all don't broke up. Y'all wasn't even a husband and wife. Now y'all gonna get mad at each other. Everybody gonna say, I want this back. Give me this that I brought you. Give me that what I bought you. Give me that bracelet I gave you for Christmas. Give me this back. You want everything back. You done did all this stuff, but now you want it back because that person got you looking like a fool. That's why you better be careful what kind of basket you got before you put all your eggs in it. You better understand what kind of person you're dealing with. Some people just come along and use you. Then they on to the next one. Now they don't take everything you got you looking stupid, spitting up all your money, and now they going to somebody else. So you got to be careful before you wine and dine and go all the way out for somebody anyway. You better make sure that person is worth it. You better make sure that person ain't just out to use you. Better make sure that person ain't just a gold digger. You better make sure that person ain't just a user. They could just be playing with you just to get what they want. So ain't nobody obligated to do nothing if y'all ain't married. Because y'all can walk away and say it's over at any given time. You can get on the phone and say, listen, you ain't my boyfriend no more. Hey, I don't want you no more. You ain't my girlfriend. It's that simple. It can be over just like that. Y'all can get tired of each other one day and say it's over. So if you go all the way out and bought all this stuff, and now everybody just walking away. Wasn't no kind of commitment. Wasn't no real love. Y'all was just playing around, wasting each other's time. So it's not mandatory. It's not a law that somebody has to do something for nobody, even when y'all just dating. If that man or that woman want to buy you stuff, that's on them. But it ain't mandatory. You can't force them people. You can't throw it in their face. You my boyfriend. You my girlfriend. You supposed to give me this. That's not your husband. That's not your wife. You can't expect wife stuff from girlfriends. You can't expect husband stuff from boyfriends. Everything has levels. But I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all catch me Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the radio. Tune in on socialradio.com, or you can go to theblock105.com. Check me out on the radio every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed week. Make sure y'all put God first and understand that life is temporary. Death is forever. What you see now is temporary. When you die, that's forever. So don't take life for granted. Enjoy it. Just don't live reckless. Everything you do, you have to account for it. Everything you do on this earth, we got to account for it when we die. So try to stay away from negativity. Stay positive. Stay out of the way. One love, everybody. Appreciate y'all.